a beautiful port city located in Jalisco, Mexico. I've been coming to visit here for the past 9 years with my family and have found it to be my favorite city in Mexico for its hidden gems. Here at Tourist to Local, it's all about providing you guys with information that's going to help you create memorable, unique vacations. And this week I partnered with Visit Puerto Vallarta to provide you with my top 10 recommendations of things to do in the city. So let's get started. It's day 1 here and it couldn't possibly be a trip to Puerto Vallarta without a visit to the Malecon. Simply walking down the gorgeous beachside path is an adventure in itself. From sunsets to street performers and nightlife to delicious treats, there's an endless amount of options of things to do here. Now we're walking down the path here at the Malecon and I can't stop thinking about the difference this place is between months. We sometimes visit in the summer months and it is hotter than heck. You can hardly even be outside. But when you visit in like December or the winter months, it is so much more nice to walk around and you're not sweating to death. Yeah, but it does get a little bit chilly at night. So if you're here during the winter, bring a jacket for when you're walking around at night. There's so much to do here. Everybody is out and I'm loving it. We just picked up a little souvenir. I got myself a nice little cover up. They have so many things here on the beach to sell. But seriously, just walking down this path, you can find so much to do and you won't get bored. Walking up and down the Malecon can surely make you work up an appetite, which is why we're doing dinner at my second recommendation, Gabbys Restaurant. Located just blocks away from the Malecon, Gabbys Restaurant was created in 1989 by a family that still owns it today. It prides itself on offering traditional Mexican cuisine and using fresh ingredients. So we're at Gaby's right now. This is my first time eating here and it has already impressed me so much. I mean, look at this view. You can see the ocean right there in the background and those cute little flags. We're just a block away from the cathedral, so you can actually hear the bells going off right now, which is so funny. And it's just so cute. I'm so excited because this menu looks amazing. I'm thinking stuffed avocados and I don't know, enchiladas or something. We just got our food. I got the mahi-mahi, which they recommended getting because they really specialize in fish here in Puerto Vallarta, and my mom got Cinco de Mayo. It's a sampler of all sorts of different things. They got enchiladas, mole, tamales, all sorts of different things. It's really, really nice. So talk about atmosphere with Gaby's. They're literally showing a folklorico video here on the wall. And the neighbor is practicing jazz just right across the street. So this place has so much charm. I'm loving it so much. It's so romantic. I mean, it's on top of a rooftop and you can see the ocean in the background. This is awesome. It's day 2 here in Puerto Vallarta and we're off to our 3rd experience having a private cooking lesson. Gabbys Restaurant, which we ate at last night, offers cooking lessons to the public on Mondays and Fridays by Chef Julio Cesar. He took us to a local market to gather our fresh ingredients and then we headed back to the kitchen to cook everything from scratch. We got our awesome aprons that they gave us, like my mom. Yes. And our shopping bag, and we're gonna go to the local market and get some ingredients. And learned all about the history of these ingredients and Mexican culture. What I really loved about this cooking lesson is he's clearly so passionate about teaching tourists about what Mexican food is all about. And we had an awesome time. Take a chance to relax from all that cooking by heading to my 4th stop, Sapphire Beach Club. Now, Playa de los Muertos is a tourist and local favorite, which means it does tend to get very crowded. Skip the crowds and instead enjoy this beach club, which features shade, a pool, food and drink service, and a lovely view of the ocean, all for the entrance fee of 200 pesos. Now we're on to our 5th recommendation, the Vallarta food tours. Don't pay overpriced restaurants for their store-bought tortillas. Instead, discover local favorites with the Vallarta food tours. I absolutely love this personal experience. The tour just has 10 people. It's a 3.5-hour tour that gives you 8 different tastings. Our guide Manuel was awesome. I highly recommend this tour since you get to discover local favorites that you could never find on your own if you're just walking through the city. But the real reason this tour walks is you'll be getting from location to location by foot and local bus. Here at Tourist to Local, it's all about discovering the city as a local would. Sometimes public transportation can seem a little bit intimidating, which is why this tour is great to do since it gives you the experience you need to be able to master public transportation.
I'm really enjoying this tour quite a lot. What I really like is they're going to places that are super authentic, way inside the neighborhood that you would never be able to find if you were just here on your own. Now we've been eating a lot of food today, so I advise you that if you are doing our itinerary, maybe fix things around a little bit so you're not eating so much in one day.
It's day 3 and we're on to our 6th activity, ziplining. I'm feeling a bit adventurous these days, so I'm dragging my mom along with me to the river expedition with Canopy River. This 2.5-hour tour takes you from mountain to mountain via zipline and through the water, and just when the adrenaline invades your senses, they take you down the river in inflatable rafts. Now talk about adventure.
So we just finished doing this zipline. It was so fun. I've never done a zipline tour that had so many other things in addition to just ziplining. So first off, there were such amazing views, which is really what you're gonna look for when you're picking any sort of ziplining tour. I've done 2 before and I wasn't really big about the views. The heights were cool, but this one was absolutely gorgeous while we were ziplining and I really enjoyed it. Also, one of the zip lines went through the water and it was so fun. I've never seen that before. And we also did some water rafting. But my favorite part was doing the rappel. They have you go down a rope and there's nothing you're bouncing off of. It's all just your own weight and it was so cool. My mom she did this tour with me and she was so nervous. So for any of my viewers out there who are 50 or over, I do recommend doing this because she got over her fear and she had an awesome time. You really don't need to be too physically fit, just be able to hike up stairs and stuff like that, but honestly anyone can do this and we had a really good time. I really recommend doing Canopy River. They were so friendly, everything was so easy, and they really put a lot of effort into the tour in creating value and making it a really beautiful place to zipline through. Canopy River, you were awesome and thank you so much for having me.
Since it's Wednesday, we're going to be checking out my 7th recommendation, which is the Centro Historical Art Walk. Puerto Vallarta is known for embracing the arts, from the sculptures you see lining across Malecon to the many galleries in the downtown. The Centro Historico has provided this awesome art walk every Wednesday between 6 to 10 p.m. for you to check out the galleries and get to talk to artists. The best part about this is it's all free and self-guided, so you can do it all at your own pace. If you'd like to do this tour, check out the link down below to find a map to visit all the different galleries. Now once you're done viewing the art, make sure you check out something else Puerto Vallarta is known for, its international chefs. There's an up-and-coming gourmet scene here, so we're heading out to Barcelona Tapas, one of the most respected gourmet restaurants in the city. This restaurant serves over 40,000 people a year, and the chef has actually turned his own house into a restaurant. The place itself is about 4 or 5 stories high and has an incredible view. In fact, this is the place I recommend going if you want to have dinner while watching the sunset. There's something for everyone on the menu, from an extensive wine list to paella, but what really sold me was its desserts. I got the chocolate cake with the molten center and the creme brulee, which was to die for. If you're looking for something different than just tacos and traditional Mexican food, definitely check out Barcelona Tapas as a place to test out the international culture that's available in this city.
It is day number 4 here in Puerto Vallarta, our last day, and my 9th recommendation for you guys is to eat at Michoacana. Michoacana started in 1975. It's a really popular chain here in Mexico, and they have all sorts of different popsicles and ice cream, so my mom's getting hers right now. I'm gonna go join her. Last but not least, we are on to my last recommendation, that is number 10, dining in the sky. Basically how it works is a small group of people gets on a table with a chef in the middle and a crane lifts you up into the sky 45 meters. Your dinner lasts 1 hour and a world-renowned chef is in the middle preparing your meal. This has been said to be one of the top dining experiences of a lifetime, so I can't believe that I'll actually be doing it. that's it for this week's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe for new videos every single Monday. A huge shout out to the Visit Puerto Vallarta Tourism Board for putting this trip together. I hope it inspired you guys to do some of these things on your next visit to Puerto Vallarta. Make sure you leave a comment down below of what you guys like to do when you're in this city so I can do it next time. But in the meantime, remember to keep the spirit of a tourist in the mind of a local, whether you're on the road or in your very own hometown. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!